We've got some areas of rain becoming a bit more widespread as we go into the start of the new week. The remnants of some thunderstorms, which will have been around from late Sunday across central England, moving northwards and westwards into the Pennines, and a pretty wet start to the morning across much of the Pennines and into the Lake District too, and some areas of rain moving around slowly in Wales as well, all a little bit hit and miss here. Much of Scotland starting the morning on a dry note, but gradually from the south that rain over northern England will drift in, and as we go through the morning, patches of rain starting to turn up further across the southern uplands, just one or two pockets of rain just locally across the Highlands. Otherwise it's largely a dry morning for much of the Highlands. Some local inversion conditions around again with some low level fog around. That rain will likely come and go across northern England as we go through the morning on Monday, tending to break up a little bit, but still one or two showery bursts left around in the middle of the day. The more persistent rain just drifting northwards across the southern uplands through the middle of the daytime, and just encroaching a bit further towards the south of the Highlands too. Soonest around Loch Lomond National Park and Arran, and turning up too as we go further into the early afternoon across the southeastern Highlands. There may well be a gap developing across northern England as drier conditions just push their way northwards, but there's some bursts of rain across Wales, developing increasingly into some torrential thunderstorms, and the risk of those thunderstorms advancing north out of the Midlands into the Peak District as we go toward the latter part of the afternoon, and the odd one may just encroach further north up the Pennines into the Lake District too, but the greater risk is just that bit further south. Notice how across the south and east of the Highlands, rain is just gradually pivoting in from the south and east here, but the northwest stays largely dry as we go through the afternoon, but one or two patches of rain just turning up a bit further north and west as we go onwards into the evening time, with the odd showery burst just running westwards across the Highlands by the time we get to the back end of Monday. Those thundery bursts further south will gradually fade out as we go into the night, but still a few hefty bursts of rain around through the night into Tuesday. Then they'll get going again pretty widely as we head onwards into Tuesday daytime, with again the focus of the thundery downpours across England and Wales, but a greater risk of a few heavy bursts of rain around across Scotland too as we go onwards through into Tuesday afternoon. Just a greater risk of some local thundery bursts in the Highlands, particularly central and eastern parts. That's the situation then by the back end of Tuesday afternoon. Things then become windier and pretty unsettled onwards towards next weekend, so stay up to date with your forecast. That's been your MWIS Fleeting View.